Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out the walkthrough, part 1 for level 3, the Outskirts on The Last of Us, where we show you 9 artifacts, 4 Firefly Pendants, 2 optional conversations, and you guessed it, 1 safe, and even some other shenanigans. So, yeah, Shiv doors included. That's right. Right off the bat, you're going to want to turn around and grab the first artifact, which is number 9, and it's Tess's list. And you're going to want to do this before you have this optional conversation here with her in the window. Otherwise, it might trigger her to move on and do things. I'm not exactly sure. So I'd recommend going and turning around first, and then going and having that conversation. And once you're done there, she's going to walk on the other side of the room and move a bookcase that was cleverly hiding a little passageway, and we'll slip on through there and get on with the rest of our walkthrough. So if you're just joining us, we have levels 1 and 2 as well, and we will be doing all the levels, breaking them down. Here we are starting up the generator, pulling cords, as my wife will tell you. I'm pretty good at pulling cords. Oh yeah. And once we get the generator fire, we'll go down. But back to the story of the series here. We're going to cover all things, Shiv doors and all that stuff. Up in the top left corner, you'll see important facts like the level we're on and the area, which is also a checkpoint that you can load into. Beyond that, down in the bottom left-hand corners, you see it popping up right on cue. That will tell you what collectible we are getting and what the name of it is, or any information that's relevant to it, like where it is or whatever. This one is an artifact, and it is got a name, so we'll put the patrol routes map, because that's what she be. Taking a quick peek around. Almost looked like we were looking to take a leak or something, huh? Over in the corner. And once we get that, we'll turn around and slide through this little hole, because we like us some tight holes. So once we get through that, oh, that was a red hole too. That's borderline questionable. All right, my bad. Shouldn't have gone that route. Had to though, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of just gameplay in this. I'm gonna kind of let the game do some of the talking as we get a little further into it. And for those of you who just are here for the collectible items, if you haven't figured it out already, you didn't see the big sign across the top or aren't familiar with our videos, there are timeline fast forward quick links down below. And basically what those will do is you can look for the item that you're going for and click that, and it'll take you about 10 seconds before the item and walk you up to it. So if that's all you're here for, feel free to use the quick links and tell us down below what you prefer. You know, Jeremy made a shorter video of level 2 just doing the collectibles. Do you guys like the shorter versions, or do you like the long versions with all of it? Either way, let us know. We might even do both for you. We're kind of nice like that, so word them up. So there's a couple minute break here before we get to the next collectible, as you can see by the timeline fast forward links down below in the video description. That's a mouthful. So I will go ahead and shut my yapper.
Move. Turn around, on your knees. You scan him, I'll call it in.
Right. Put your hands on your head.
This is Ramirez at Sector 12, requesting pickup for 3 stragglers. Understood.
Look the other way. We can make this worth your while.
Shut up. Tired of shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's ETA?
Couple minutes.
Oh, fuck. I thought we were just gonna hold him up or something.
Oh, shit. Look.
Jesus Christ. Marlene set us up? Why the hell are we smuggling an infected girl?
I'm not infected.
No? Just lying?
I can explain.
You better explain fast.
Look at this.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear. Why would she set you up?
I ain't buying it. Oh, shit. Tess, run. Run!
Go, move!
Holy shit! I got 2 dead uniforms. I repeat,
Follow
I got
me.
2 casualties in Sector 12.
the signal, we run. Now, run. Stay away from those lights. Ellie, it's gonna be another sprint. You ready?
Sure. Yeah.
God damn it. They're everywhere.
Soldiers, right there.
I see him, I see him.
They must have gotten through. Check the trenches.
Just stay back.
I don't see anything down there. Are we sure they came this way? We're told otherwise?
Stay down, don't let him see you.
Come on, kid. Follow Joel.
I hear him up ahead. We can get through here.
I'm back. Hopefully I didn't creep you out too much. I'm sure that was probably loud and unexpected. So, anyways, we are back on track here. I just wanted to take a little break there. A lot of talking, 40-minute long video. Hope you brought your popcorn and your cozy animal slippers and whatever else you like when you're just hanging out. All right, there was a horrible edit there, in case you didn't notice it. And the reason being is this part was a little bit questionable for me. There's a couple scripted parts in this game that have kind of thrown me for a loop, and it expects you to do certain things, and for whatever reason I cannot find what that thing is. So as you can see here, I am definitely using the items around the map, such as the bricks and the glass, to distract the baddies with flashlights. Now, I had some issues with the AI here. Luckily, none of them happened during this recording. But, you know, guys flashing lights right past me but not seeing me. And then other times, guys not even looking at me and seeing me. You know, I know not a lot of people have complained about AI, and this game's gotten a lot of perfect scores. And so I'm trying to keep a positive mantra going here. But there definitely has been some suspect times. But we snuck through there. Even though we got seen right at the end, we're going to make our way through. My best advice is to, you know, use your bricks and your glass and try to throw across the street so that you can make your way in. Down the right-hand side, that is. Make your way in. Sounds like I'm talking about a porno or something, huh? No, Ellie's only 15. Even in an apocalyptic world, that is probably still illegal and definitely still wrong. So, I know some of you are thinking, nope, nope, nope. But for this video and this conversation we're having, we're done with that. All right. So, anyways, here we are. We're making our way up the stairs here. And we're going to use our focus and our listen to see if there's anything cracking. And there's not anybody in direct view, but as we get a little bit further here, we can see guys up top. Hold tight, and they will walk away. There's a couple times that get away without causing any ruckus, where other times you kind of have to make your way through. This was one of those times you could sneak through. Oh, yeah. All right, so continue to make your way down through here. And once you get to the end here, we're about ready to switch from outside to the next side. It's not what it's really called, but yeah. All right. It's actually downtown.
Are we safe?
And we are almost there. We're going to loot some lockers real quick here. Trying to find some crafting items.
Sure thing, boss.
And once we got those in our baggie. Yep, there's some more stuff over here. That's right. We'll take that. And then we'll go ahead and follow through the little hole here. And make our way up and out. We're getting pretty close to a collectible here. Still got a minute or so, I suppose, but getting pretty close. Essentially, you're going to make your way all the way through this tunnel and not be seen by the guys above you yet again. I don't think they can see you at all. I don't think there's even a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. Look at that. I walk right through all that nice dry airspace, and I walk right through that puddle. It's awesome.
There you go.
What was the plan? Let's say that we deliver you to the Fireflies. What then?
Marlene, she said that they have their own little quarantine zone with doctors there still trying to find a cure.
Yeah, we've heard that before, huh, Tess?
And that whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
Me neither. Tess, what the hell are we doing here?
What if it's true?
Here, once we get done arguing, we're going to go ahead and move off. And there is a little area that we can get some supplements, a little flour.
I get it.
Uh-oh. Someone's sleeping alone tonight. Not good. All right, so that's ultimately where we're heading there, is that big building, as you may have guessed. One that's leaning over. Bad edit, bad edit. All right, so I was kind of saving some time there. I did get lost kind of running around looking for this supplement because I wasn't sure exactly what to do. The information I had was not quite clear enough, and I'm still doing a little bit of wandering here. But essentially, as you saw me well, I guess you didn't see me a minute ago because I just edited that out. Right over here, there's a fence line. So once you get to the top, you're following Ellie and Tess, and what they're doing is they're taking you out up and above. We're going to take a detour off to the right here and drop down, and you can see it flashing. All right, so go ahead and grab your supplement after angrily swinging at nothing. And we'll get on out of here by going under the overpass. Over, and then climbing back up and over. So this is the way we originally are supposed to go. But with a nice little detour there rewards us with some supplementage. All right, so sticking to the right as we make our way across, we will find this giant pole on the corner here. And right at the base of the pole is an artifact. Number 11, the evacuation list. So let's angrily swing at nothing again because I'm still having troubles with the controllers. What a noob. That's what happens when you try to play Battlefield 3 and a game that has a completely wacky control scheme. Not so bueno. We're just going to progress all the way down here. We got a couple collectibles coming up, including an optional conversation, which is going to happen right as we walk into this building and we find a dead body on the ground. But I guess I'm getting ahead of myself, so jump! Nope, we're not going to jump. I'm going to backtrack into this little room, climb up into this cubby. Again, we like tight spaces. We learned that in Tomb Raider for those of you who followed us for a while now. Nice little tight cracks. Crevasses, I guess that was the word I used. Crack sounds a little suspect. But we'll find ourselves in a little courtyard here, and off to the very right-hand side of the courtyard, there's a tree with some bling in it. But we're not ready to grab that bling yet because we actually missed it at first. And we had to come back. But I promise we will get it here in a second. We come in and we start pilfering these drawers, looking for anything we can. And right off the bat, we do find ourselves an optional conversation, as I just promised a second ago. So there you can see the dead body on the ground, and luckily there's an icon there to kind of give it away. That's probably one of the easier optional ones that's still a choice, but kind of right in your path, kind of hard to miss. So before I go any further anywhere, that door's the door we're going to go in here in a second. I'm going to backtrack and come check out this blingage over here. So as you can see here, there's a tip that says toss beer bottles to save bullets. So you can shoot bullets if you like. I don't happen to have any, so I was like, damn it. But look at that. There's some throwing items over here. And yeah, if you got good aim, this might be pretty quick and easy for you. I had some troubles in a later one that you'll see in an upcoming video. But first time's a charm this time. Literally. Pun intended. Charm. Oh, yeah. Guess it's a pendant, not a charm, but the same thing to an old fogey like myself. Alright, so toss that in the bag, and then we'll head out. Or in, I guess, would be a little more appropriate term to use. Huh? Alright, so we're going to make our way in, and next on the list is, well, you might have guessed it, an artifact. And we're going to pick it up off some dude who's laying here on the ground. No big deal, right? Right. It's alright. Alright, so a couple items on the table over here. Collect them at your leisure, and then make your way on out. And we'll come to a stairwell here again, and as we make our way back up, you'll see the artifact on the ground right there. Field Ops Log. Take a quick peek. Looks a little bloody. And put that away just in case. And we'll move along. So we got a little bit of a battle about to happen here. And, well, not really, I guess. There's always a little bit of a battle going on, but nothing too spectacular. We do come across a revolver, and we do some good deeds with a giant, I don't know, I guess, what is it? It's a set of drawers? Filing cabinet, something? Oh, yeah, this was a little suspect, too. Jesus. Like, how is that not getting the spores all over me and thing? I guess I don't know. Shouldn't we have our masks on? Tess is still with us. Well, don't remind me about the lack of showers in this apocalyptic scenario. Alright, so we're just going to keep on advancing through the only way that we can. can see here, we're going to climb over into this other room of offices. Almost said that backwards. Look at that. That's a little sketch, huh? I wonder why everything's moving. Oh, yeah, because we're about to fall over. This building crashing into another building reminds me of the Cloverfield movie when those two buildings are, you know, crumbling onto each other and they go up to save the girlfriend. Awesome stuff. All right, so here we are. Come on, give me some help. I'm the big, strong dude, but apparently not strong enough to open a wussy little door. Oh, there was something behind it. Oh! The only time a clicker will jump up on you and you actually survive. And the only time it only takes 2 bullets to kill him, too. Whatever pistol she's got, me likey. All right, so here it's telling you to craft. Obviously, we know what we can do. We can make some stuff. Maybe you haven't made anything yet. You press the select button to get to the crafts, and you can, it's where you also power up Joel, too. So, handy to know, handy to know. All right, pilfer anything you can in the kitchen. Not a whole lot. There's a brick and
Here, catch yourself up.
empty cabinet. Ooh, thank you. I like how they come up and give you health every once in a while, kind of like Resident Evil 5. Look at me making all these references. Let's talk about references of in-game stuff. How about that? I'll change my MO for this. All right, we're getting really close to a Shiv door. We're kind of in a eating type, break room type area of whatever this building is. And there's a door there. You can see it. You'll need a Shiv, so craft one by hitting select and using some of your items if you don't have one. It's definitely worth getting into. There's quite a bit of stuff in here. And once we get all of that stuff, we're going to basically back our booties right on out of here and keep on with our path. Oh, yeah. We're getting pretty deep. We're about the halfway point, I would say, of this video. You guys annoyed with me yet? You know, if you don't like my voice, rather than commenting below and looking like a moron, you can just mute me. Because I know some of you have a problem with my voice. Some of you think I talk too much, which might be a true statement. Probably won't argue that much. All right, so we got a little lost here. Apologize for the not knowing where to go. We figured it out here in about 2 seconds. I think we knew where to go. We just weren't ready to go yet. Weren't satisfied that we had properly scavenged the area. All right, lift Hottie number 1 up, and then get the kitty number 1. Toss her up.
Come on.
All right. And last but not least, the bearded dude.
Come on, big guy.
Let's do it. No offense, but I'm pretty sure that socket would have just, or that arm would have been pulled right out of the socket. The socket would have folded. All right, clickers. So here we are actually getting, I guess, what would be our first taste of the actual clicker and him searching for us. Proving to us that if we hide and stay quiet, we might be able to get by. But at the same time, it's also showing us that we should throw some stuff to get away from it. So, bottles coming in handy yet again. Keep tossing, keep tossing. And then we're going to make our way into the bathroom. Go grab some urinal cakes, because we hungry. No, I'm just kidding. Looks like somebody already had an incident. Talk about dropping bombs, huh? All right. So we're going to keep on throwing stuff. Trying to distract this fool. Whee! All right. And then we're going to come all the way back and take a peek at where we came from. Grab the health. And we can see he's right there. We thought he'd be over on the right-hand side, but no. Right in front of us. All right, so again, you know, just make your way, throw in the bottles. You've probably already made it through this area because it's not hard. There they are at the end. As you can see, I am not being very smart about my locations of where I'm tossing these things. I figured that out, and I'm like, oh, yeah. And I don't recommend, like, turning and burning either and just running. You might be able to make it, but consistent rock throwing and distractions is probably your best bet. All right, get them all over there and run. Whee!
I think that's it.
All right.
Ellie, you okay?
And then, as you can see, we've only got one way, and that's down. And drop down there and make our way down to the cabinet. This is the filing cabinet I was telling you about earlier. We do the old good deed here. This one's not too extremely heavy. And we get it kind of propped up so that we too can advance.
Should we go back up?
And
This is
we're
crazy.
about ready to come up on that revolver as promised,
Are you serious?
which is so far supposedly a more powerful handgun than the 9mm, but it's slow as can be, and to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of it. Reloading takes an hour and a half, and you only get 6 rounds, and yeah, just not a fan. I'm looking forward to the guns later in the game,
You're okay.
because these first early ones are shit. Alright, don't look down, even though that's where we gotta go. Keep making your way through this broken down building. And here's that revolver that I promised you a couple minutes back. And yeah, so you can see you can slot it up and switch the weapons, and you can also get beefcakier weapons. I like that one at the end that has the scope on it. I'm sure it's the same gun, just making it more awesome. Maybe not, though. So finally getting the hang of the weapon swapping. And alright, so we'll keep on keeping on here in a minute. We're actually going to get the blessing that is a Molotov cocktail. So, yeah, not a big fan of this part right here. Gotta be honest. I had quite a few attempts at this, and you know, there's a couple different ways you can attack it, and depending on how much ammo you have, you may have no problem with this at all. Again, we're playing on hard difficulty, which shouldn't be too hard, right? But we seem to have some issues with it, and we tried multiple ways. We tried going over and under and left and right, and you can see there's quite a few guys there. We upgraded our senses so we could see and hear a little bit further. Seemed to help a little bit. This guy over on the left proved to be a major pain in the ass. Quite a few restarts were done on his behalf. Him basically seeing us and alerting the other ones and kicking our ass. But this is the way we found to best suit our needs. You kill the guy off to the right like you saw. You wait for the first guy on the left to go by. Then sneak into the room that he actually came from. It takes a little bit of while and some patience here. But if you wait long enough, that guy actually circles around and comes back in this room, as you can see him coming now. Once he comes in this room, he kind of freaks out. And depending on how lucky you get, he's either going to go left or right. Most of the time he goes right, but I did have him come left. Either way, you just got to move silently but quickly and grab him, and hopefully you can choke him out without anybody else seeing. Now, if you got an excessive amount of shivs, feel free to use 1 or 2 on these guys in the early times. But you're going to need it more than likely at least 1 shiv for the last guy, the clicker. That's probably the easiest way to take him down rather than trying to shoot him, especially with this clunky revolver. Even though we have 10 rounds, that's really only 6 to us because we only have 6. Well, I guess we only have time to shoot 6 rounds. I mean, there's no time to reload with a clicker chasing you. So we kind of threw some bricks to kind of distract him and hopefully, get one separated from the other. Didn't luck out so good at first. Oh, look at that. See, we died so many times in this part. We actually upgraded at various points. So there you can see us upgrading to see the listening a little bit further. And I go and I grab a bottle out front and I toss it over where I first was, trying to get these 3 to break up from each other. Because if I can get 1 more of those runners, I should be able to take out the other runner and take the clicker down, right? That's the goal. So, again, patience is a virtue. And I kind of got the 1 over here, but you can see the other one's kind of coming behind him. And unfortunately, it's the clicker that's coming up behind him. So, we're going to wait for him to turn and walk back around, which does take a second. And now that the clicker is all by himself, we're going to make sure that we have ourselves a shiv. And we're going to go take care of this dude once and for all. Alright, you can see Bleak-a-Show right in the throat. He's, yep, not going to be giving us any more problems. And then we got these two dudes. I come really close to dying right here. And again, you have no idea what a glorious feeling this was when I actually completed this area. Because I'm sure Dougie's watching and laughing right now. Jeremy probably is too. They both know how frustrating this part was. I died an absurd amount of times. And so now we're through here. And we're getting closer to the end of part 1 of our journey through level 3. And not a whole lot left, but there are some collectibles coming up. And like I said, if you are, in fact, here just for those, you might want to just fast forward with the fast forward link. Unless my voice is just that sexy. I can talk a little lower and you can turn up your subwoofer. Alright, here's another moment of chivalry here where we go ahead and pull this giant crate or cart out of the way. I love how they just walk by, no big deal. Yeah, no worries. No worries. They even closed the door on me. So, nah, they're just playing. They're going to come back and provide another large cart, which seems to do the trick. So we'll hop over that and make our way to the item there and up and out.
See? Doing all right?
Couple more items behind the receptionist desk there, or whatever that is. I guess I should turn a flashlight on, huh? Alright, and then we're just going to drop down and sneak under.
Down we go.
Yeah, let's get to it.
And keep following the path. There's a little checker tiles on the left. We're going to follow that and drop down. And, yeah, keep on keeping on. Working your way down. And we're getting fairly close to that next artifact.
We get back and take it easy for a little while.
That's a fact, I
You won't
promise.
take it easy.
Alright, a little bit more water.
And you always
Water always sketches me out in this game. Especially when I didn't need to. I was just taking a quick dip. Alright, so decisions. Where do we go? There's only one way. It's back up. What the hell? Now we got to make our way up and out of this joint. Which we're getting pretty close to the museum here. Stay on the right hand side so you don't fall back to where you just came from. Creep your way across. And let's see here. Which way do we go? Which way do we go? Alright, we still don't know, but yes, we do. There's actually some, this isn't an item specific for collectibles, but there is some goodies out here, a supplement and some sort of crafting item. He picked it up so fast, I didn't see. Alright, so once you get back from your little shimmy adventure, we're going to drop back down.
through here.
And make our way out. Look at them running. Whee! Alright, couple items on a bench right there as soon as you hit the bottom, down in the what appears to be like a subway or some sort of basement. Yeah, it's gotta be a subway. Look at all these payphones. Payphones? Seriously? Do we even have payphones anymore? I know this is like
Firefly.
in the future too, but oh yay, Molotov.
Let's hope there's someone alive that made it to the drop-off.
Alright, now we can do some serious damage. As you can see down in the corner, we're actually getting close to the next artifact. So once you pick up the Molotov, you're going to actually follow the chicas up the stairway. And over on the right-hand side, up on that little landing there, there's a dead body. We'll walk up and we'll find that that is a dead Firefly guy. And he left a map for us. So we'll go ahead and take that off his hands after angrily swinging at his dead body. Look at that. Firefly team map. All sketched out, all perfect for us.
They're not our guys.
Alright, then we are going to head back down and out and make our way out of the Scubway, but not before dealing with a big group of clickers. So this can provide quite the challenge as well. And my best suggestion is to go ahead and use a glass bottle, as we see a rough edit coming in 3. Yeah, I can't count. 2,
Okay, Joel, you take point.
1.
No matter what.
All right, it's right after the cutscene. How about that? Boom, right there. All right, so we suggest throwing a glass and trying to get them all pooled up in a little group here. I say do it in a doorway and try to do it on the other side so they're all stacked up. And then drop a Molotov that you just picked up right in the doorway. And there you go, boom. Essentially, this will do the dirty work on a couple of these guys. I believe there was 4 of them. I would have to count them all up, but feel free to pop a couple shots at them, and then watch out, because they do come running up on you. All right, man down. You'll know when it's clear, which it's clearly not clear yet. So look at that. It's definitely more than 2 shots, right? All right. Off to the side, there's a locker. You don't want to open that up for nothing. And keep advancing here. We're getting pretty close to the last artifact of this area. Well, I should say of this video and this area. We're almost out of downtown. We're almost in the museum, man. But before we do, there's a couple guys that we got to take care of, or at least one. There's also an artifact and a safe. So as you can see in the corner there, artifact number 14 is a note to Derek. And we'll find that here in about a couple seconds. Where do you think it is? Think it's on the ground? If you thought that, you'd be wrong. Alright, there it is, hiding in a drawer. Booyakashow. We'll take that. Note to Derek. Have no clue who Derek is, but he won't be needing this, and we'll go ahead and use that combination of the safe. On to the yeah. Alright, so this is kind of like store number 1, we'll call it. At the end of the hallway towards where that baddie is glowing, there is another store. And inside that one, you'll know you're at the right one because you actually get bum rushed by a runner who jumps over the counter. And we get there in just a second here. We kind of tried to fool him by throwing a piece of glass, but really it just made our job harder, I think. And he spun around and pulled a number on us. So we're going to get all the way down here. And right as we think we got him right where we want him, he jumps out and attacks us. Go figure. Which then he cues a couple others. And boom. Alright. Ain't nobody got time for that. So make our way through the turnstiles. But before we exit, we're going to double back and go to store number 2. Yep, look at that. I just ran around in a circle there. Alright, so this would actually be the store we're looking for. But not quite. It's a little bit further down. I guess it's probably not the same store because it has a wall. But there's another one down to the left. We're going to go out and go to the left. And that's where we get attacked by the runner. Ready? Booyah! See, I wasn't lying. Knew what I was talking about. So I guess there's 3 stores. We'll call it that. Modification. And there's the safe off in the corner. And I don't know if you have to get that artifact with the combo to open that or not, but it worked out for us either way. So grab anything else that you see laying around on the ground before you're making your way out. And if you got everything and you're satisfied, then head on to those turnstiles over here. And we'll check a quick little exiting cutscene here. And then we'll wrap it up for this part 1, huh? Look at this, fighting for the ladder. Fighting for the ladder. Come on. This has got to be the smartest AI ever, right? Jesus. Whee! Thumbs up. That's all I got to say. That'll go ahead and wrap up The Last of Us Level 3 Outskirts walkthrough part 1. And got quite a few collectibles and got quite acquainted with my voice. 40 minutes worth. Holy. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to head on over to Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. Tell us what kind of style of videos you prefer, the quick and short ones or the long ones. Either way, we got you those quick links down below. Don't forget. And stay tuned. Part 2 on its way. Click the button. See ya.